Okay, what is up, everybody? Hello, everyone, and welcome. How's everybody doing? Today is Monday, January 8th, 2018. I am DSP, Darkside Phil. Welcome to my first of two gameplay streams for today. Today will be a full day of gameplay streaming. That's right, double stream day. And, quite frankly, very shortly, I'm going to be going back to the old schedule of it being a double stream day almost every single day. If you remember, during the hardcore gaming season, I did double streams almost every single day. It was actually only pretty much once a week or maybe twice a week when I didn't, because I was doing grocery shopping or maybe doing, for example, the weekend preview and then doing some stuff after that. But for the past few weeks, it's kind of been every other day I've done a double stream, only because I've been working on my year-end series, right? I got my most disappointing games of 2017 countdown, which completed, and now I'm working on my Game of the Year awards. All right? Good news is, I'm almost done. I've got 2 of 3 parts of the Game of the Year awards already edited. I've only got 1 more part to go, and then the only other thing I need to edit in the near future is I'm going to do a new channel trailer for DSPGaming to explain that DSPGaming is basically now an archive channel, and people who want to see stuff live and be in the know either need to check out Twitch or they need to check out my Twitter. So, the good news is, massive amounts of streaming is around the corner. For those who enjoy my live streams, and maybe you've been a little bit disappointed that recently I haven't been doing as much live streaming as I've been doing over the course of the fall, more live streaming is coming your way shortly, okay? Good stuff, all right? I've been getting some complaints recently that the pre-stream's too long. Now, listen, the pre-streams for me are a way to basically communicate very important information to you guys in regards to updates regarding my life, updates regarding the business, the schedule, and then I do shout-outs. You know, my channel updates, I almost said. My pre-streams used to be 20 to 30 minutes long, and that was it. Now, they're 20 to 30 minutes long for me to do the segment where I talk to you guys about news and stuff, and then half the pre-stream's a half an hour of shout-outs, okay? This is a necessary evil. It needs to be, you know, it has to have a lot of that stuff in it, because if I don't do that, then, let's say I'm not giving you shout-outs. That's not right. I owe people shout-outs. And some people are like, oh, boot the game and do it in the game. Like, so you want the whole first half an hour of gameplay to me just be doing shout-outs and not even addressing the game? Of course not. Basically, there's some people that are impatient, okay? I get that. Some people, they just want gameplay. They come to a gameplay stream just for gameplay. You have to understand now that my streams are a lot more interactive. I don't just do gameplay anymore. It's as much of a social interaction in a lot of cases as it is gameplay as well. I understand some people don't like that adjustment, okay? But some people do, all right? And in fact, some people, like right now, Shady Sands, D1 Mech, a few people in the stream chat are saying, actually, I like your pre-streams. They're refreshing and they're different. It's a social interaction. Right, that's what I mean. When I'm on pre-stream, I'm directly talking to you guys and gals, and I'm interacting with you, and that's why I do it that way. Also, if you guys aren't aware, I started streaming earlier. I stream an hour earlier than I ever used to in order to accommodate for the fact that I know pre-streams are longer now and to accommodate for the extra shout-outs and everything that I do. So, I apologize if some people are upset that the pre-streams are too long, all right? I'll try to streamline it. You know, obviously this is an evolving thing. If I can cut down the portion where I talk to be shorter, then I will. But for now, you know, it seems like every day I'm giving you guys important information that you want to know. I'm not getting an overwhelming amount of complaints. It seems like it's maybe a few people here and there who are like, man, I just want gameplay. You know, and I get that. But, you know, it is what it is. It's an evolving thing. I've only been doing live streaming in this method for less than a year. I'm still learning. I think that collectively together we can work to make it better every day, right? So, all right. Here we go, folks. Let's start. So, first of all, I have some positive updates for everybody, all right? Let's go through some positive updates. First of all, in regards to the Super Mario Sunshine playthrough, the components that I've ordered in order to make this happen have started to arrive. I got the Wii HDMI adapter. I got a memory card for the GameCube. Now I'm just waiting for the game to show up, and I believe it's either supposed to show up Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. So once that does, that means one night this week I'll be trying to get my Wii working with my capture set up, and I'll obviously document that and let everyone know how that goes. FYI, that playthrough is tentatively scheduled for late February. Okay? Late February is where you're going to see that. Okay? Also, in regards to, which I've been mentioning recently, my girlfriend possibly moving in with me, things are going well. Things are actually going pretty positively. I don't want to give you any more information other than that because I don't have anything concrete yet. But I may actually have some concrete information within the next couple of days. And when I do, I'm going to let you guys know exactly what days in the month of February I'll be taking away from live streaming in order to obviously accommodate her moving in. You know, picking her up from the airport, getting all her stuff moved in, cleaning out the office across the hallway here because that's going to be her extra, you know, her room, her office for her gaming stuff. She's got gaming stuff just like me. She's got a PC that's better than mine. She's got a gaming monitor that's way better than my monitors. She's got all, you know, consoles. She's got all the stuff she's got to move in there. And you know, also I'm sure we're going to clean the house up together. We got some shopping we have to do for her because now she's moving here. And obviously her job's going to migrate here and everything. We've got to get her some new work clothes and all kinds of stuff going on. So I will hopefully have more information about the dates of if and when I'm taking time off in February to accommodate for this change soon. And that way you guys will know, okay, what to expect in the first half of February, then kind of a mini break for this move. And then second half of February, boom, we start with Super Mario Sunshine, okay? So there you have it. Pretty good positive news in that regard. I mean, holy crap, that literally, guys, and I'm not exaggerating, the only reason this is all possible is because of you. Because you guys were so supportive at the end of 2017 with getting me past this hurdle of my taxes, you know, that are due at the end of this month. And now I know I'm going to be able to afford them, or at least I'm fairly sure. I should have more information on that within 1 to 2 weeks here. That now I can move forward with the rest of my life, you know. My life's been on hold for months, and now finally I can move forward positively. So that's cool. Pretty cool, right? All right. What else? Other positive news, folks. If you're not aware, last night, when I was playing Metal Gear Solid 3, we hit the 450 subscriptions goal that I set for the month of January here on my streaming channel on Twitch. Holy crap, guys, that was amazing. It's only not even a third into the month yet. Not even a third into the month yet, okay? And we have already hit the goal that I had set, you know, as the monthly goal. That's incredible. And I do want to say to you guys, thank you very much for your support in that regard. I mean, what a difference night and day. When I was trying to hit patron goals, right? It was like pulling teeth trying to get people to go over to Patreon. Now, it seems like on Twitch, to hit goals on Twitch is pretty easy. I don't even know what else to say. You know, people are motivated. They're excited. They like the streams. They want to contribute. They want to be a part of them in a big way. And, you know, already within 7 days hitting the subs goal was amazing, okay? So what does this mean? Number one, it means that we are going to be doing an Indies Marathon either in late February or early March. And last night, I actually messaged all of the patrons on Patreon.com for their perks that are going to be coming up for December. Those who pledged in December are owed perks, okay? That being said, folks, hold on, I've completely confused myself. I've utterly and completely confused myself. That's right. Here's what I did. I actually went out of my way yesterday because I was trying to remember how to say this. Last night, I messaged all the patrons on Patreon.com, okay? The reason I'm bringing this up is because we're in a situation here where we've already hit the monthly goal for doing the Indies Marathon, all right? Here's what I've done. I already created the thread on thekingofhate.com for this Indies Marathon, all right? So people who are already existing $5 patrons who have premium access to my forums can already begin to start nominating games for this Indies Marathon, okay? And then it's actually going to be in February where we're going to change over the thread from nominating games into voting for games. And then in the month of February, there'll be a big vote going on what games will make it to this Indies Marathon, okay? So basically what I did, I I extended / stretched the boundaries of patron power. Even people who were $5 patrons in the month of December are going to have the ability to nominate and vote on indie games. So those who were not patrons in December will have that ability, and those of you who pledged $5 or more this month, in the month of January, to my Patreon, will also be able to nominate and vote on indie games for this marathon. How cool is that? Pretty cool, right? So, that being said, all things are full speed ahead for the Indies Marathon. I'm excited. By the way, guaranteed in that marathon, I will be playing the Indie Smash hit from last year, Getting Over It, plus whatever other games are nominated and voted on, okay? So, pretty cool, right? Pretty nice, and I'm very excited for that, and I hope that, everyone is very, looking forward to that event. Now, since we hit the subs goal so quickly, all right, on my Twitch channel here, so quickly, I've decided to extend and stretch the goal as well, push the bar forward, as they say. So, the new goal, the Tier 2 rewards goal for the month of January here on my Twitch channel is 500 subs, 500 total subs, okay? Right now, we're up to 453. The highest I've had is 454. So every day it gets pushed a little bit higher, a little bit higher. And with some of the amazing stuff coming up this month, including the conclusion of Metal Gear Solid 3, more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and more multiplayer stuff coming up, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Final Fantasy Dissidia, a Demon's Souls final run. There's a lot of good stuff coming up for the rest of January here on stream. I hope this will motivate you guys and gals who are not subscribed to subscribe to the channel. Let's push the bar further, right? The next goal. Now, you might say, well, that's great, Phil, but you already are going to be doing the celebratory Indies Marathon, so what's the incentive for us to subscribe further and hit the 500 subs goal? What are you going to do then? Well, it is up in the air right now. As silly as it sounds, the tentative reward goal here is going to be that I'm going to do a second, I know this sounds silly, shower video of DSP Tries It. I'm going to find some kind of a shower product, whether it's some kind of body wash, a body scrub, something, shampoo maybe, I don't know. And I'm going to do another shower video like I did in late 2010, so I know it was over 7 years ago. I'll do another one. People suggested this in the stream chat the other night as something completely ludicrous for me to do as a celebration if I hit these subs. I said, what the fuck, I'll do it. I don't care. Okay? So if you guys are interested in seeing a ridiculously silly video like that, then subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. We still got over 3 weeks left in January. Pretty amazing, right? That we have so much time left. Can we hit 500 subs at one point by the end of the month? I hope so. Okay? Now, if people all, say, that's stupid, we want something better, that's fine. But I'd be interested in hearing what people want. Some people have suggested things that aren't viable, like, oh, I want longer streams. Well, I already stream all day. I mean, I'm on stream for the greater part of 7 to 8 hours a day. In between there, I'm uploading videos, editing videos. I don't have any more time in the day. If I stream anymore, I'll lose my voice completely. I can't, okay? So, let's see. Let's see how it goes. I wonder if this will motivate more people to sub. Let's keep the motivation going, keep the positivity going, Late 2017, you guys saved my butt with the tax situation. This year so far, the first week of January has been incredibly positive here on Twitch. I don't want to lose that momentum. We're having so much fun. Let's keep it going, okay? Sound good? The only other thing I'll say before, because I'm going to very quickly run through a schedule, but I'm going to do it as quickly as possible. The only other thing I want to say before then, sadly on YouTube, things are the complete polar opposite of how they are here on Twitch. Here on Twitch, my attendance is up. Everyone's participating. Cheers, subs, and tips. Everything's up. Everything's great and positive, right? On YouTube, it's like the fucking apocalypse. And what I mean by that is views aren't necessarily down. In fact, they're not. Views are about the same. Ad revenue is in the toilet. I'm not exaggerating here, folks. I looked at this yesterday. So far in January, every day in January, I'm making about 1/3 to 1/4 what I was making in December on a daily basis. Wow. That is god-awful. And it's for two reasons. Number one, it's because ad revenue plummets in January on YouTube because all the advertisers that came in for the holidays, well, they're not selling those products anymore. Christmas is over, so they lose a bunch of ad revenue. That's number one. Number two, the fact that I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, and the majority of these videos have been claimed by Konami. So the major playthroughs I've been doing now for a full week, I'm making pretty much nothing on at all. So the only videos I'm putting out that are monetized right now are the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and or Fortnite multiplayer that a lot of people are not watching, okay? My viewers on YouTube, for whatever reason, they love narrative-based, story-based playthroughs or big, AAA games. They hate multiplayer. I don't think I've ever put up multiplayer sessions on YouTube for the past 5 years that got any kind of attention. Seriously. So, that being said, folks, your support here on Twitch at this point is incredibly appreciated and needed because I'm getting no income from YouTube. And YouTube, as I told you guys a couple days ago, I did my income kind of estimation for 2017 based off of, what I need for my taxes and everything. YouTube still accounted for a big chunk of my income last year. In fact, Twitch only slightly made more money for me than YouTube did. Okay? That being said, if in January now I get a giant dip in income because YouTube is making me $0 for 2+ weeks because I'm playing Metal Gear Solid, that's not good. And come March, I'm going to be in a big problem here where, wow, no money's coming in because I made no money from YouTube. So, if you guys are watching my live streams, you're enjoying yourselves, please contribute if you can. It is much appreciated. It's going to help out in this time when YouTube's very slow. I believe that when I start playing Dragon Ball FighterZ and when I start playing Demon Souls and other games, now that those will be fully monetized, I think I'm going to be okay. I don't think I'm going to have any issue with that, but I got to get through Metal Gear Solid 3 in order to get to that point, okay? And hopefully things will turn around by the end of the month here in January, because right now things are not looking good. Things are looking absolutely awful on YouTube, and I'm a little nervous, okay? Don't want to be nervous, so hopefully we get to positive stuff. Okay. Now, schedule-wise, let's very quickly cover the schedule for you guys. Today, Metal Gear Solid 3 on my first stream. If you weren't here yesterday, you missed out a great stream where I basically beat both the Fear and, yes, even the End in a pacifist manner using only tranquilizers. Okay? Very difficult compared to beating them just with guns and blowing them away. But boy, was it challenging, but it was quite fun to do this as well. I'm going to keep going and see if I can keep doing this. All right? Can I do it? Can I beat the whole game pacifist run against the bosses? We're going to find out. Okay? So that's my first stream here. Later tonight, it is, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the return of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. We'll have another session of that tonight. Okay? That should be fun. Plus, I'm debuting part 2 of my Game of the Year Awards countdown later tonight. So, for those of you who've liked my year-end videos and are looking forward to more, there's more coming tonight, all right? Very good. Very good. Okay? Alrighty. And then, folks, tomorrow will be another stream of Metal Gear Solid 3, okay? And it'll just be that. Only one stream tomorrow. And that's very odd for Tuesday, so you might be saying, why is there only one stream tomorrow, Tuesday? Well, I'm rearranging my schedule here in order to basically accommodate so that every other day I am doing a double stream. So tomorrow, I'm only doing the one Metal Gear Solid 3 stream. I'm going to be doing grocery shopping earlier this week to get it out of the way. And then after that, I'm going to be finishing up my Game of the Year Awards editing. So hopefully tomorrow night will be the final night where I'm not doing a double stream. I'll be able to do double streams, consistently. Or at least more consistently, because my year-end videos will have been completed, all right? Which means then Wednesday will be a double stream day with Metal Gear Solid 3, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and my final Game of the Year Awards video, the conclusion, will be Wednesday night, okay? Thursday is up in the air. The reason that the game is up in the air, or the streams are up in the air, is because I don't know how long it's going to take me to beat Metal Gear Solid 3. Right now, I'm 2 sessions in, and honestly, I don't really know how far into the game I am. I don't really remember it that well to say, oh, I'm this far into the game and I'll be able to beat it in another 2 sessions or 3 sessions. I'm not sure. So we'll find out, all right? We'll find out firsthand. Will I still be playing this game on Thursday or will I have beaten it by then? I don't know, okay? I don't know at all. So Thursday and Friday are kind of up in the air. We'll see what happens here with Metal Gear Solid and play it by ear and go from there. This Friday, the Final Fantasy Dissidia beta launches. And if I've beaten Metal Gear Solid 3 by Friday, I think I would like to actually play that to see what exactly it is. because I've never played this game before. I've heard what it is, but I've never seen any gameplay of it. And maybe playing in that beta would give me a better idea, because I am planning on playing the game later this month when it releases. But to get a taste of the beta would be pretty cool, I think. So I think that's going to be on Friday. And then on Saturday is the beginning of the Dragon Ball FighterZ beta, which is going to last, I believe, 3 days. And then I figure when I finish with that beta, then we'll start with the Demon Souls final run through the game, and pairing that with different multiplayer over the course of that week. Okay? So this week's fun. We got Metal Gear Solid 3. We've got PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. We've got whatever we do later in the week if I finish Metal Gear Solid 3, plus more multiplayer. The end of my Game of the Year awards. Final Fantasy Dissidia. Dragon Ball FighterZ. How could you go wrong? Seriously, it's so much going on. How could you go wrong? It's going to be pretty wild, pretty exciting, and I'm pretty excited for it. So I hope you guys are too. Okay? All right, everybody. So now let's get to the quick plug segment, and then let's get to your shout-outs, all right? So, plugs-wise, number one, patreon.com/DarkSidePhil, folks. I've already mentioned it here on the pre-stream. By pledging to my Patreon, you earn yourself fun personal perks. All right, these perks are pretty cool. Text or verbal thank yous in my YouTube videos, being able to nominate and vote and participate in monthly events. For example, as I already mentioned, the Indies Marathon, right? You will be able to nominate and vote on indie games for this Indies Marathon coming up if you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon this month. You can even get your questions answered on my bi-monthly show, Ask the King, or even get a private Q&A video made. So really cool perks for pledging to my Patreon. It's a way for you to go above and beyond just being a daily watcher of the streams. If you want to basically say, wow, I really like Phil so much, I want him to succeed, here's a little bit extra, okay? In addition to all of that, it basically allows me to continue doing this as a job. You know, I get to pay my electric bill, pay the internet, afford all the games. I just bought a new headset last month that I've been using daily for my streams. All this stuff is helped by the patron funding. So please consider pledging if you have not, especially if you want to get in on the monthly goals like nominating and voting on indie games right now, because it's guaranteed to happen. Please pledge. $5 or more by the end of the month. Patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. All right. Number two. We got my Teespring shop, folks, where DSP branded merchandise can be purchased. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, all kinds of fun stuff. All designed by viewers and fans. Anything you buy from my Teespring shop, I get a sizable commission from, and it helps me out directly. So please consider buying something if you have not. There will be a 10th anniversary line of product, because it is my 10th anniversary of doing stuff on the internet, if you can believe it. It will be coming up shortly. I'll let you know when I have more information about that soon. And then last but not least, folks, if you're here live on the stream and you either cheer, sub, or tip during the course of today's stream, first of all, it's very much appreciated. As I just mentioned, YouTube revenue is way down for me right now. So really, I'm kind of banking that people will be supportive on the streams. If you do cheer, sub, or tip during my live stream, I will give you a shout out, okay? Verbal shout out. Pretty cool. And, you know, keep in mind, it is at my discretion what I do shout out. Some people put giant paragraphs and stuff and expect me to read them. I'm not going to. And other people do troll messages, which I'm obviously not going to read. But for the most part, you know, the shoutouts are pretty consistent and pretty fun, and people like them. If you either cheer 50 bits or more, if you subscribe to the channel and click the share button after you do so, or if you tip me $2 or more, you'll get an on-screen pop-up thank you notification as well to coincide with everything else, okay? So, please consider contributing, especially if you like the streams, you want to see them continue. You guys have been so supportive so far this year, and I'm very appreciative for that. Let's keep it going. All right, again, we're pushing to the 450 subs goal. It would be amazing if we're pushing towards the 500 subs goal. We've already hit the 450 subs goal. It would be amazing if we can hit the 500 by the end of the month. All right? All right, time for shout-outs. Everyone ready? Here we go. Shout-out segment begins. First of all, overnight, we had a bunch of people contributing. We had Infinite55, who did what appears to be, let's see, 225, 250, 300 bits of cheering overnight. Thank you, Infinite55, for the 300 bits of overnight cheering. I appreciate that. UK subscribed to the channel. Thank you, UK, for the sub. And Critical for Days did a 30-bit cheer and says, I really like your pre-streams. They're informative and funny, and I don't know why some people don't like that. Why do you think it's the reason? And also, the open beta of Final Fantasy Dissidia will run from the 12th to the 21st. I am aware of that, and yes, I got to pre-order the game on PS4 to get into that, by the way, because I forgot to pre-order. I'm going to do that. Oh my god. I'll probably do that later tonight or tomorrow. I'll try to remember sometime this week to pre-order so I can get in on the beta. It's very simple, Critical for Days. There's two reasons. Number one, some people just don't like hearing me talk. They'd rather hear me play games. I get that. All right? And some people, the other group of people, they're just impatient. They want what they want immediately when they want. They don't want to wait. It's this new mentality that I hate of instant gratification. You want this. If you don't get this immediately when you want it, all right, under no circumstance may there be a compromise. Either you get what you want or you don't, or, that's it. Something's wrong and, the person's in the wrong. Yesterday, 2 different threads were put up on my forums about the pre-streams being too long. I addressed it in both threads explaining, listen, pre-streams are meant to be informative, to get people caught up on the stuff that I'm doing, and also for big interaction, because I react to everyone's cheers, subs, and tips, right? I do shout-outs, and that's what the pre-stream is meant to be. Now, yes, sometimes the pre-stream could be upwards to be an hour, but guess what? That's why I started streaming an hour earlier. So, if you have an issue with the pre-stream, don't tune in at 11:30 a.m., tune in at 12:30 p.m., and you'll be there for the gameplay. Immediately, Phil doesn't listen to feedback, and Phil doesn't. No, I do listen to feedback. I directly address your concerns and explain why it happens, why it's productive, and why I'm going to keep doing it the way I'm doing, even though I will try to shorten pre-streams as much as I can. I explained in a rational manner why they are what they are. But because I didn't give instant gratification and immediately turn around and say, that's it. As of today, pre-streams are only 5 minutes long because a few people don't like it. They whine and they complain and they stomp their feet because they didn't get instant gratification of what they want. Mwah. It's ridiculous. It's a bad mentality to have. And sadly, it's the new mentality of a lot of people on the internet. It's because the internet, at any moment, can provide you with instant delivery of news, instant delivery of entertainment, and instant delivery of pretty much whatever you want. If you don't get instant gratification for everything you ask for on the internet, wah. And that's ridiculous. That's a very immature attitude to have. Especially if, again, you want something and people say, well, here's why something is why it is, in a logical and laid out manner. You don't just ignore what they fucking said because you didn't get your way. And sadly, some people are just like that. Okay? It's just a shame. But you know what? Like I said, the thing is, I'm not like old DSP. Old DSP would have said, fuck you, go fuck yourself, I do what I want. I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is, yes, I will actively try to cut down the length of pre-streams. I'll do my best. I'm not promising it's going to happen quickly because I have a lot of stuff to share with you guys on a daily basis, and people seem to like it. People show up to learn about what's going on with me and everything, right? People like the social interaction and the social sharing that my streams have. A lot of people, that's why they're showing up. They like the change. So why would I change what's going on because a small group of people are annoyed by it, right? Then just show up later. There's a solution to your problem. But they don't want to hear that. You mean I have to change my behavior just because I'm one of the few that doesn't like it? Oh, no. Unbelievable. All right. Shout out to Game Master 2003 is Dead, who did a 25-bit cheer. He says, Phil, will you play Dead Space 2 again or the Silent Hill games? It's possible this year, being it's my 10th anniversary. What I'm planning on doing is during downtime, replaying a lot of the games that I've really enjoyed playing over the years. One of the games I've always wanted to go back and do a second playthrough of was Dead Space 2. I really enjoyed that game the first run through, and I really want to play it again. So we'll see. Will I play it again this year? Maybe. It's a maybe. Okay. Silent Hill. I mean, if I redo Silent Hill, it would basically be me redoing the collections again. I think people really liked my original Silent Hill playthroughs. But that being said, does it warrant another playthrough, a second playthrough of those games? I don't know. I honestly don't even remember if I did direct capture or if I was doing the camera style playthroughs when I played Silent Hill. I don't remember. Because it would depend on if they were 2012 or 2013, and I honestly don't remember. Do you guys remember? Anyone in stream chat actually remember how long ago those playthroughs were, and if I was using my camera, if it was direct capture and streamed or not? Because I don't remember. I guess we'll see. Anyway, Popsicolo resubscribed to the channel for the 14th month in a row and says, make sure to nominate Doki Doki Literature Club for the Indies Marathon, guys. There you go. If you want to see Doki Doki Literature Club played as an indie game during the Indies Marathon coming up. You got to nominate, and then you later got to vote for it. But you got to be a patron to do that, right? $5. Patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. That's how you get the power. You get the power. Luther Cujo just did a 25-bit cheer. He says, enjoying your streams. Keep up the good work. I myself bought Snake Eater for the 3DS and playing it for the first time. I have some bits and great hearing the positive news. Yes, I'm very pleased with how things have been going positively here for me, and I hope that you guys are too. Very nice. Rink Dude did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Rink Dude. And then K Diaz 89 did a 100-bit cheer and says, keep up the good work, Phil. Your streams are hilarious, and I enjoy them a lot. Okay. Well, does anyone else have anything to say? Speak now or forever hold your tongue, because I've done all the shout-outs that have come in. So you have your last chance here if you want to say anything. If not, in a moment here, we're going to start with Metal Gear Solid 3. Okay? In fact, how about this? I got to blow my nose. So let me mute this pre-stream for a moment. Blow my nose. I'll come back and see if anyone did anything. Did any cheer, subs, or tips? If not, we'll start, okay? All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And look at that. Infinite55 did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Infinite. I don't know if you were here earlier. I thanked you for your overnight support as well. I'm very appreciative of those who obviously cheer, sub, and tip during the streams, but there's some people who actually go above and beyond and actually cheer and do stuff overnight when I'm not even here. That's really awesome. That just shows you guys are so supportive of me, right? And you appreciate what I do even when I'm not streaming. That is so amazing. Thank you guys very much, okay? All right. K Diaz did a 110-bit cheer, and he says, will you replay any of your favorite survival horror games? Well, it's like I just said. Would I like to replay Silent Hill? I don't know. Maybe. But I don't know if people would want to see those. You know, I did them, 2012? So, you're talking games that I did, like, what? I guess 6 years is a long time. I don't know. We'll see. I guess really it's going to be dependent on what games do people really held in regard that these are games that were some of the best playthroughs I've ever done. Maybe they want to see me play them again. I don't know. But there's going to be some stuff like that this year for my 10-year anniversary for sure. The Supervillain just tipped me $10. Thank you very much, Supervillain. And he says, here's to a good stream. Awesome. Well, thank you. Cheers to you. Thank you, sir. King of Hypocrisy did a 25-bit cheer and says, why can't you just do pre-stream talk while playing the game? Well, it's very simple, King of Hypocrisy. Because, as you know, if you've been paying attention, I don't just live stream, even though live streaming is my focus. And, you know, definitely, you know, live streaming is something that I want to get better at. I want this to become my focus. I want this Twitch channel to continue to grow exponentially the way it did in 2012 or 2017, excuse me. If I can keep it growing that way in 2018, by the end of the year, things would be spectacularly good. All right. But that being said, I'm not just creating video content for a Twitch audience. I'm creating video content for YouTube as well. And when someone's watching a playthrough on YouTube, they don't want, oh, Part 20 of Metal Gear Solid 3, Phil defeats the end. This is amazing. Part 21, Phil walks around talking about the schedule for the week and talking about, you know, upcoming playthroughs. Why is he talking about this? I'm watching a playthrough on YouTube. I don't care about this. I'm not on a live stream where I want to know what's coming out. I'm watching this on demand on YouTube at my leisure. I don't care about that shit. That's why. I'm not just recording for a stream. I'm recording for an on-demand audience as well. And the on-demand audience doesn't give a shit about any of that stuff because they're watching the playthrough at their leisure. They could be watching that playthrough 3 years from now on YouTube. Why did they care about the schedule 3 years in the past? They didn't. See what I mean? Now, that being said, some people have said, why don't you have a constant subs counter on screen? That's why. Because that breaks immersion. When you're watching a playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 3, you don't want to have me constantly talking about sub counts and everything. Yes, I'm going to do shoutouts for cheer, subs, and tips, and that's enough of breaking the immersion of watching a playthrough on YouTube. You don't want to have it constantly interrupting, okay? And he says, but I thought YouTube was pretty much an archive. It is. It's an archive of video game playthroughs and video game footage. But there's still an audience there. I'm not going to ignore my YouTube audience that made me who I am. Would I eventually like to phase it out? Would I like there to be a competitor to YouTube that's better? Absolutely. But I'm not going to do it overnight because that would be suicide. That would be incredibly stupid. And by the way, it would also be incredibly disrespectful to those who've watched me on YouTube for 10 years and made me who I am today, right? I'm not just going to abandon a large group of people just because YouTube fucked up their business. Doesn't mean the viewers need to be punished. I'm not going to do that. That would be completely unfair. Okay? So that being said, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take pre-streams and integrate it every day into the gameplay. That's stupid. You know, pre-streams are pre-streams because they're pre-streams. So you can get the information before I start gaming. Alright? That's just how it is. Alright. Fireproof Flame did a 25-bit cheer and says, any chance of a Lost Odyssey playthrough at any stage this year? Let me tell you, I would love that. Lost Odyssey was an RPG that I played right before I started doing YouTube videos. In fact, it was a Lost Odyssey walkthrough that I was watching on YouTube to help me with the game because I was stuck on a certain boss that allowed me to get convinced that I should make YouTube videos in 2008 to begin with. All right. The problem with Lost Odyssey is it's a game very much for those who are major fans of Western RPG or Japanese RPGs. It's very lengthy. It's very drawn out. The plot is incredibly detailed. There's tons of side content. There's a ridiculous amount of gameplay in regards to combat and grinding style combat in that game, to the point where a lot of bosses, you can't even beat them unless you grind endlessly in certain areas to get your levels up to beat them. Okay? I absolutely love Lost Odyssey. By the way, I own it because it was free for Xbox Live members a few months back, and it actually is playable on Xbox One. I have the game downloaded on my Xbox One ready to go. However, I don't know if a long-form JRPG will work. You know what I mean? Like a long-form JRPG, maybe it would work if there's a lot of stream interaction. Like during the boring grinding gameplay, I'm talking with you guys and you're cheering, subbing, and tipping, and I'm responding and all that. Then it might work. But I'm afraid if I start doing a long-form JRPG, the viewership will go and no one will show up. And that's what I'm afraid of. Now, here's the thing. The flip side of that could be, like I said, if I turn Lost Odyssey into streams such as PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds where there's massive interaction because the game is so long, that could work. But I don't know. I don't know. People seem to be so... they're just so against the Japanese-style RPGs. For some reason, my viewers, even though I love them, Japanese-style RPGs I grew up with and I love them. Some of the best games I play and I love them. My viewers, they don't catch on. I don't know why. You know, just coming up in February, Secret of Mana has a remake coming out, and I'm planning on playing it. I don't know if anyone's going to watch it. I really don't. I don't know if anyone's going to watch it or care. So, I guess we'll see. All right. But anyway, is it out of the question? No. I do want to play it. It's one of the games I've always wanted to play. But I don't know if it's going to work. All right. All right. Gamer Unlimited TV did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Gamer Unlimited TV. Duke SJT did a 100-bit cheer. He says, can you play the extras video? When you beat the game, you'll understand the time paradox cheers Secret of Mana hype. Huh? You've confused me. I don't know what... Are you talking about Metal Gear Solid 3? I think he may be talking about Metal Gear Solid 3. I guess there's an extras video. He says that'll explain a time paradox. I don't know. Anyway. Thank you very much, everyone, for your cheer subs and tips on pre-stream. I think we're done now. I think it's time to start. Alright, everyone. Thank you very much. I appreciate your being patient for the pre-stream, and it is now time to begin my Metal Gear Solid 3 stream. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's begin.